Today we are beginning with the topic morphology of flowering plants. Actually, this is a program for economically and academically weaker section of the students, and initiated by Career Guidance and Placement of the Placement Cell of Vijay College. Here you will get one outline of this topic, and those students who want to begin the topic for this to start, it will be helpful for them. Good evening, students. Today we are beginning the topic morphology of flowering plants, and this is one of the program initiated by the Career Guidance and Placement Cell for economically and academically weaker section of the students. Okay, this is about 25th lesson so far uploaded. See, now when I say morphology of flowering plants, when I say morphology, that is an external structure. When I say morphology means, and it is an external structure. See, morphology of flowering plant. That is, morphology means external structure of flowering plants, or is called angiosperm. Is it clear? See, when you look at the flowering plant, what are the things visible for you? What are the parts? All the things you are describing is not internal structure, only the outer structure, what it appears. When you talk to a person, you need not talk. Just you observe his external structure. When you talk with that person, then only you know what he is. But external appearance, describing, that is called morphology of flowering plant. That way you have to understand. Okay. Two things, gymnosperm and angiosperm. We are not doing detailed study on gymnosperm. Only angiosperm we are doing it. That is study of external parts and their modification and functions. These are more important, right? We have to study the external part and their modification, how it's modified, and what are the functions, external functions, that we are going to study in detail. Okay. See, when I say external part, right, that is study of external parts. What are you going to study in the external part? It flower, stem, leaf, roots, and all those things, all the parts. That is the study of an external part. And not only that, and their modification also, their modifications also we are going to study, and the function, under why it is modified, under what function it is modified, also we are going to study. For what function it has modified, is for protections, or absorbing food materials, or for dispersion of the seeds. So many things are there. Therefore, it is the overall study of the external part and their modification and their functions of an angiosperm. It's called morphology of flowering plants. Now let me take things right apart. Suppose there are two things are there. That is a flower. I'll start with the flower. This is the flower. Flower is with leaf, right? All this is a cartoon method I am doing it, right? Like a cartoon I am doing it. Here first I'll write flower. Next, what is this? Stem. Next, leaf. Then what? What is this? Fruits. roots, the roots, right? There are different type of roots. Now this upper part is called shoot system, and the lower part is underground, below the ground, is called root system. Root system and shoot system, right? There are two systems, root system and shoot system. See the three part, the root, the leaf and stem. I'll write it. First the root, next stem and leaves. All these three together are called vegetative parts of the plant. Now flowers, and group of flowers. The group of flowers have a special name, is called inflorescence. And next fruit and seed. All these things, these are called, what do you call? It's called a reproductive parts. One is vegetative parts, root, stem and leaves, and reproductive part is what? Flower, inflorescence, that is group of flowers, fruits and seeds, right? Therefore, we are going to study some families also in this chapter. We are going to study, along with this, we are going to study certain families. This also we are going to study. Now I will tell what is genus. It means group of similar genus, right? Similar genus together is called one family. It forms a family. And we are going to study the general characters of this family. Also we are going to study, right? Here first, in the next class, I am going to start with roots. Root system. That is different type of roots. All that we are going to tell. Now today we will discuss the root system and types of roots. That's called morphology, part 20. Morphology we are going to discuss. And there are two types of roots based on where they arise. That we are going to do that. That is two types, where they arise or where they formed. That is, one is true roots, and the second one, this is also we call taproot, right? Taproot and fibrous root and all. The second is fibrous root. This is taproot. Next is adventitious roots. Because they arise from radical. Okay. So example, mustard. It's called a dicot. Radicle is what? It is a structure is found in the embryo, remember. That means the root arises from the radical structure which is at the embryo. Okay. Remember, all dicot plants have true roots or tap roots, right? You can call all dicot plants have true roots. Example, mustard. See, another one is what? Ficus religiosa. Right? These are the example. Look, true roots, how it looks. This is the true roots. Okay. It's also called tap root, we call true root. And adventitious roots. It's also called fibrous root, the ground level. Right? Fibrous root. That is, the roots arise from parts other than radical. This is a dicot, this is monocot. Monocot. Example, wheat, maize and all this. Right? It is monocot and wheat and maize. This is called fibrous root, they call adventitious roots. And the banyan tree, do you remember? You get one type of root. What type of root is this? Proper root they call. I'll discuss after some time. Here what? Ficus tree is what? People tree they call. Right? Buddha got the knowledge by meditating from under this tree. Right?